5.9, equation of tangent lines to trig functions. We've got f of x is 3 times cosine squared of x. So right away I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that. So it's 3 cosine of x, that squared. We need to find the slope when x is pi over 4. So I'm hoping we remember some unit circle stuff. So let's find the derivative. This is a chain rule, so we'll take 3 times 2 is 6 cosine of x. You'd subtract 1 from the power, so it's just that, times derivative of cosine is negative sine of x. Let's fix that a little bit. So it'd be a negative 6 cosine of x sine of x. Okay, now we need to plug in pi over 4. I'm hoping you remember that pi over 4 is 1/4 of pi, which is 180 degrees. That's 45 degrees. And 45 degrees, that's a triangle that's isosceles, right? A 45, 45, 90. And I'm hoping you remember that the legs in those in the unit circle is square root of 2 over 2 and square root of 2 over 2. And so we can look at our stuff, or we can hopefully remember that. So I would have negative 6 times, so cosine is the adjacent leg, or the x value here. That would be square root of 2 over 2 times sine of that is also square root of 2 over 2. And we just have to simplify. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 would be square root of 4, which is back to 2. 2 times negative 6 is negative 12 over 4 is negative 3. That is our slope. Now I need an ordered pair so I can write an equation for the line. So I have my x value at pi over 4. I have to find my y value by plugging it in here. Let me switch to another color to make this maybe not as confusing. So I would find f of pi over 4 by doing 3 times cosine of pi over 4, that quantity squared. Well, we already talked about cosine of a 45 is square root of 2 over 2, but I need to square that. And so square root of 2 squared would be square root of 4, that's 2. And then 2 squared is 4. And so that would become, that's 1/2. That would be 3/2 is my y. So it would go y minus 3/2 equals our slope of negative 3 times x minus pi over 4. All right, one more. We've got f of x equals negative 2 secant of x. So let's find the derivative. It's just a normal, there's no chain rule or anything here. Look up above, we got secant of x is a positive derivative, so we'll have negative 2 secant x tangent x, and we're finding when x is 0. Okay, remember on your coordinate plane, 0 is over here, that's a 0 degrees. Just think of that ordered pair would be right 1, up or down 0. So this is our x, this is our y. When we're using secant, secant is the reciprocal of cosine, which goes with the x value. So the reciprocal of 1 is still 1. Tangent of 0, tangent is y divided by x. So taking 0 divided by 1, that's 0. So negative 2 times 1 times 0 is really 0. That's our slope. Okay, now we need to find our ordered pair when x was 0. And so I'll plug it in to the original. Negative 2 times secant of 0. And we already said secant goes with the x value. That's 1. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. So my equation would go y minus negative 2, so plus 2 equals 0 times x minus 0. Or this really simplifies down into, that's all 0. Subtract the 2 over, it would be y equals negative 2. And that's it.